Listen to that music. How beautiful. What an incredible soundtrack. What's up guys, it's Ezemac and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Ooh, perfect timing. This is my favourite game of all time. It was the first real RPG I played that got me into the genre, my favourite genre, fantasy role-playing games. So we're going to do a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. We're going to go through Dragon Age 2 and then Inquisition as well, building up to Dreadwolf, which is coming out I believe next year, so that should be good fun. I've got a cup of tea in hand. How beautiful is this soundtrack, by the way? I can never get over it. Haven't played the game in a long time, but again, it is my favourite game of all time, so we're going to just play through it together, nice and chilled, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So if you do enjoy the video, or if you're excited for the series, or if you're excited to see me back as well, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, and it lets me know you're enjoying. So, again, the soundtrack. Let's crack on, guys. New game. I do have the Ultimate Edition as well, so I do have all the DLC. Probably play through that as well. But for now, main game, Dragon Age Origins. Let's go. Man, for nostalgia, I haven't. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. The Canticle of Pherinodes 8:13. Oh, for nostalgia, I haven't played this game in so long. There's bits I don't remember.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall.
Back in the day.
And from the deep roads,
Still is really
the
epic.
Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
I'll shut up for the rest of it.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Ominous, booming, but epic. Man, that is such an epic intro. Nostalgic, just etched into my brain. This game's got it all. Great characters, action, story, combat. Graphics are maybe a little bit outdated. It is from 2009, one of BioWare's older games now, but arguably the golden age of BioWare. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Now, this is what's fantastic about Dragon Age. Name's Origins, and depending on who you choose, you get different backgrounds. There's 6 overall. There's Magi. If you select human, warrior, or rogue, you get the human noble background. If you select elf, mage, you still get the Magi option as well. Warrior or rogue, you have 2 choices. You've got the Dalish elf, which is a wood elf living out in the woods in the clans. Or you've got a city elf, which are kept in the alienages, which are essentially prisoners, slaves almost. And dwarves cannot be mages because they have a natural resistance to magic, which is great if you wanted to play an anti-mage character. Dwarves are definitely the way to go. But no matter whether you go warrior or rogue, the 2 options you have a dwarf commoner, which you're down in the streets of Orzammar, one of the dwarven cities, or you have dwarf noble as well. So you got human noble and dwarf noble as well. So 6 different origins overall. I have played all of them. I've played the life out of this game. I've done everything pretty much. We're gonna go with probably my favourite of the openings overall, and the way it ties into the story, which is a human noble. And I think we're gonna play as a warrior. We're gonna go human noble warrior. Go a bit of a tank, a bit of a noble tank, a knight almost. So human noble, born to wealth and power, second only to royalty. You find your training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test as your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to war in the south.
Greetings.
For character customization. Again, it's a very old game, but you do get there's decent presets, and you do get a good array of customization. Fair enough, the hairstyles and the beards aren't exactly up to maybe today's standard, but still, it's good customization. We're going to go with the first preset. Skin tone. But you know what, I'm probably going to be a while, so we'll skip this and we'll cut back to the end once I've got my characters. So we'll see you in 2 seconds. And we are back. So this is going to be our character, Aaron Koosland. The default name, I believe, for the male is Aidan Koosland, but Aaron is my real name. So we're going to go Aaron Koosland. We changed a bit up there. Left presets quite similar, but yeah, we've done some good customization there. It's cool. You get to change your portrait. You get to change literally everything about it, which is great. But I kind of like mine looking upwards, almost like you're looking to the skies above. And your voice as well with some good different options.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
We're not having that one.
How do you do?
I do like the cocky one, so we'll go with that. Right, next. Now we've got our different attributes there. There's 6 attributes overall. Obviously, depending which class you play, what kind of character you want to play, they're all different. Strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, cunning, and constitution. They are all pretty self-explanatory. Strength is for your warrior's attack and how big of a weapon you can wield. If you want to go two-handed warrior or a warrior in general, you do need really high strength. Dexterity, that's mainly for your rogues. That's your stabbing weapons, so your daggers, your arrows. If you want to play an archer, that kind of stuff. Willpower, really good for mages because it's your mana pool, how many spells you can fire. Crucial for both warriors and rogues as well because you can do more abilities with them. Magic, only for mages, obviously your magical strength and your damage output. Cunning, really good for rogues, helps you with your critical hits and your evasion. Also helpful for other classes as well because just your coercion in general, your persuasions, your intimidations, really helped by cunning. And then constitution, just how much damage you can take. So we're going to be playing a tank, sword and shield. So I think we're going to start with 18 strength, 15 constitution, and we can work on these more minor attributes later because I think for a sword and shield warrior, strength and constitution crucial. Now your skills is helpful. You don't get one of these every level. You get them every 3 levels maybe, and these are fantastic. You got coercion, which is obviously your persuasion and your intimidation. Stealing, which is your pickpocketing. Trap making, really good for rogues. Obviously just making traps, luring people in, great output. Survival, this is how far you can detect enemies. It's great skill in general because sometimes you can be overwhelmed. You'll run around a corner, bang, loads of enemies appear. But if you have high survival or someone in your party with high survival, you can see them earlier. Herbalism for making potions, poisons, making poisons. Combat training, the higher your combat training ability, the better combat abilities you can get. And then combat tactics, the higher your level of battle, the more tactics you can have, so you can program your allies to do certain tactics in certain situations. If you play on higher difficulties, it's quite helpful, but normal, which I usually play, you can get away with not having it. So because we're going to be quite a noble knight, we're going to want combat training, but at the same time, coercion as well. We are going to be quite a good talker since we're from a noble family as well. Onto our talents. This is the bread and butter. This is all of your skills. For warriors, you have the warrior abilities, your dual weapons, archery, which I don't really ever use as a warrior, weapon and shield, which will be going, and then you've got two-handed as well for your great swords and axes. So helpful ones, powerful through training and hard work. The warrior has gained greater health and reduced fatigue penalties for wearing armour. It's very helpful indeed, so we're going to take that. We do start with the shield bash ability, and I think shield block. Practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. That's massive, so we'll take that as well. And finally, let's play Dragon Age Origins. Select difficulty. We'll do normal. I think normal. So I have played it on hard and nightmare before. It's very, very challenging. But for a nice let's play, normal. And we're off.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there.
I enter.
How? You remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
I'll try and avoid story spoilers as much as I can. I might throw some hints in now and then, but I'll try and play it as if we're just experiencing it together as well. So there's no voice acting for your main character in this one, but it does give you more dialogue options, which I like as well. For later games, swap that out. We give you less dialogue options, but you do have a nice voiced actor as well. So please see you again, lad. And you, Alha.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
I'd like that.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Yeah, I would absolutely like to see his daughter again. Like myself in real life. Character's gonna be a bit of a baller. I'll do my best for
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
This is me living vicariously through him. It's not me at all.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently,
Grey Warden,
unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I think I rather like that idea, Father. I do. Again, we're quite a noble young lad. We want to be with the right cause.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, Can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
I'm sure I could try. Don't strain my abilities or anything. Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
You trying to get rid of me?
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Of course. That's great. So there's many different ways you can approach the dialogue in this game. There's sarcastic options, there's noble options, there's downright evil choices you can make. It's fantastic. You can really play however you want. Obviously, the graphics are maybe a tiny bit outdated, but still, it's really smooth on PC. It does crash every now and then, but hopefully we'll have none of that. So we'll see how that goes. So, we're going around looking
All right.
for Mother, I believe he said. You can explore the castle. There's not too much going on in the High Ever Castle. You can have a walk around and meet a lot of the servants.
Whole Darkspawn army in the south? Surely it can't be true.
Well, apparently it is. We might have to go and find out what that's about at some point. If you are a rogue in the intro, you can explore more and open more doors and chests. But
There you
as
are.
a warrior, we can.
Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, hello to you too, Sir Gilmore. Thanks
Pardon
for
my manners,
introducing.
my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again? So why look for me? Do something. God, you can be a right prick.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Mabari hounds are the war dogs of the world of Fadas. Oh, stupid dog, he never behaves. He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Go on, men. To the kitchen, men.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows
Can
it.
hear it from here. Oh, right, let's go and collect the pup. Well, you really can hear Nan, can't you? Oh, God. Do we want to go in?
Huh.
Nan?
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But, mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Let's calm down. Elves aren't treated too well in the world of Dragon Age, as you can tell. Maybe you should be put down. Perhaps you should lock your larder tighter.
If I locked it any tighter, we couldn't get in.
Oh, dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog.
She's
Calm
fuming.
down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Guess we should go and collect the pup.
And I'm off.
And I'm off. Oh, look at him. Look at the
Look
pup.
at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Look at that face. That 2009 pup face. What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits.
I will, thank you very much, Sir Gilmore. Oh,
It
what a
does
good
seem
boy.
like he's trying to tell you something. Wait,
Something
hear
smashed. Oh, it's... Among all the horrifically tough choices in this game, this is the hardest one. Please enter a name for the dog. Rollo. I like Rollo. Rollo. Double L. Rollo. Rollo. Go on, man. Oh. Oh, rats. Giant rats have appeared. Let's get these boys gone. Do we shield bash a rat? Go on, men. Bit excessive. Have to mind me as well, I used to play it on controller, but it won't respond with
Giant
Dragon Age
rats.
games on my
It's
PC.
like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
So I'm playing keyboard.
Your
and mouse.
hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks like what he
Those
was
were
trying to
rats from
help.
the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
Thank you for your help, Sir Gilmore. We do appreciate it. New Codex, Rollo. Beautiful. So anything with a little shiny glimmer around it, you can loot. Quartz, we'll take that. And what's over here? Deep mushroom. Now a cool trick you can do with your hound. If you've got blood on you, can you do something about this gory mess? And he'll just lick it all off you. Grim, but lovely.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
No, he's just licked me clean of all the blood. He's not so bad, Nan. Just a dog being a dog.
Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Ah, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
He's not happy
Don't even
about
start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work.
that. You are most welcome.
That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Thank you for giving me my dog back. Fantastic. So we've got our first companion. We've got a little Rollo. I'll figure out the pronunciation. Look at him. Look at him go. As you can see there, the dog does get unique abilities as well. Growl. Oh, you can't do it when you're not in combat. That's a shame. But yeah, you'll see, like, if we go over here... Oh, God, my sensitivity.
Yes.
If we were a rogue, we could open that door, but sadly we cannot, as we are a warrior. Again, I'm quite new to the game on keyboard and mouse, so we'll learn this experience together.
And I'm off.
Anything in here? Sometimes there'll be books on bookshelves that you can get some XP from, and a new codex. But not in here, it seems. Now, I believe we were going to find our brother. Oh, group of people.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook
the
Bryce for the
Marquis.
king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Troublesome hound. Nan's head exploded, and my hound ate the kitchen stuff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner.
You're a funny.
Perhaps your hound left something I can
Well-spoken
feed my
nobleman.
guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
It's what we do. You're being modest. You fought very well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now,
What
Eleanor.
can I say?
But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Well, I can handle my own affairs, but no, again, my man is a baller. Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Good evening all. Pleasure to see you all again. I have a study. This is entirely missable. She does add some nice little dialogue options. I really need to sort of sensitivity. I will do that after this episode. Now again, always nice to check for bookshop. There we go, book. History of Ferelden. Free XP as well. We never say no to free XP. Now, I don't know where all of them are. I do know where some are. Now if we go through here.
And I'm off.
Fine, there's both Dyron and Iona. I believe if you play as a female, you can chat with Dyron, and a male you can chat with Iona. You might be able to do it both ways, but I'm not sure. Hello there.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent.
He's the goodest of all the boys.
Greetings once again, my lord.
Good evening to you.
Farewell, my lord. Good luck on managing this castle in the coming months. I imagine it shall be very difficult.
No, you've got better riz than that, mate. Come
Greetings once again, my lord.
on. You're very pretty, if I might
My
say
lord
so.
is very kind. Thank you.
Haven't seen many elven ladies in waiting. I think we should get... That's a bit forward. That's a bit
Lady
forward.
Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
She doesn't care to be fussed up. Oh, he knows what he's saying. If she found a maid like you, I might encourage her.
You are very kind, my lord. I'm nobody special. You make me blush.
I think we should get to know each other better.
Are we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Getting together and talking. After all this is over. No, something more intimate. Oh yeah. Later on in my room.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Please, call me Aaron.
Until tonight, then.
Oh, some of the dialogue in this game it's something. It's definitely something. Hello again, mother. Follow it up. Well then, why? And we've crashed. We'll be right back. Right, hopefully we've fixed the problem now after restarting game 3 times. But yeah, we should be good. Fresh cup of tea in hand. Let's crack on. I think I've managed to fix the camera sensitivity feels better, and I've managed to turn on the little icons as well. Fantastic. I believe, yeah, both these doors are locked. Again, if you were a rogue, you could possibly get into there, but not as a warrior. So we are still... that looks like our brother. Just close the door, it's fine. That looks like our brother Fergus.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth.
The facial
and here's my
expressions
little
are on
brother
point.
to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
I wish I could go with you, fighting with
I
your
wish
brother.
you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
So am I. I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
He sounds confident.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Good, strong family time. You could have delivered your message yourself, Father.
And miss having both my children in one place before I leave? Not likely.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Of course.
Fergus,
Of course.
you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Innocent young boy.
Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her brother, won't you?
You can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Absolutely.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Ruling a castle while the family's gone does sound like a very, very strenuous day. But we're going to cut episode 1 there. We're going to leave it on nice family time, and we're going to go and have a good night's sleep, where I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen at all. If you have enjoyed episode 1, again, please feel free to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. I'm going to try and fly these out as quick as I can. I'd say at latest one every couple of days, hopefully, but we know what I'm like. Schedules do get awry. So yeah, I've been Ezra Mac, guys. Hope you're happy to have me back. Peace.